Hey there, welcome to Stella Wyckoff Technical Analysis session. So Stella has been trading within a very narrow range for quite a while already. So when is it going to be over? Let's quickly find out. This is the weekly chart of Stellar, and as we can see, currently it is trying to go up to challenge the light blue key level after breaking above this yellow resistance line 2 weeks ago. As of now, I'm still keeping these two possibilities over here. 75% higher chance head towards a lower level of sign of weakness, 25% chance towards another second test, much like what happened in early July. And as we can see from the volume, even though we've got some price upward movement, the volume actually gets less and less. So it's a weakening sign of people getting in and supporting Stellar, let's put it this way. So I'll remain these two over here and keep the percentages the same, assuming it's getting near the end of the distribution cycle. So we had our buying climax back in November last year. The price came down for multiple signs of weaknesses, and then suddenly in early July it pumped up to challenge the blue key level of 47 cents 50, and now it has returned to the range between the light blue key level and the green key level. So it may still exhibit some form of horizontal behavior, but then if we go to the daily chart, we can see that, like last time I mentioned, or like how I put in the title last week when we covered Stella, it was basically repeating what happened back in July, August, from mid-August to early September. So mid-July to early August is this mini downward trend, and then it went up, somewhat sounds like it fulfilled the bull flag of the candlestick pattern analysis, and then demonstrated a bit of last point of supply, creating a leg downwards all the way to the sign of weakness. Now we get to a point that looks pretty similar. So we've got a leg outward and then kind of trading horizontal, but with extending price range. Now we've got a leg upward, is doing some kind of wave movement. That's probably a little bit different from last time, but still it's pretty horizontal. So isn't crazily down, and it's not going up either, so much like what happened back then. Now whether or not it's showing another similar downward channel movement, it may be too early to tell, because we don't have sufficient reference point at the moment. It's best we have 3 to 4 points over there. However, even without the channel box, we can still understand that the key level over here, the light blue key level of 41 cents, is what preventing the price to get higher. So last Saturday it tested that level, but then immediately got rejected back to this yellow support line, this dashed line over here. So this is extended from the sign of weakness back in early August, and also some candle tops over here right after the sign of weakness in end August. So this narrow trading range may still continue. However, if that happens, that means the Bollinger Band corner squeeze will kick in. So when it kicks in, much like what happened in mid-August, the price swing will get crazier. So get ready in the next few days. If the price continues to trade narrow range horizontally, the Bollinger Band corner squeeze will definitely show the sign of a squeeze, and the next price swing is getting closer. Other than these two mini boxes, if we really want to draw, I believe we would be able to see a milder downward trend starting from the buying climax back in July. So this is another direction that it's heading. So it's getting lower highs and lower lows. It may be a little bit busy. I just want to temporarily remove these two. So we can see the price is kind of getting suppressed first under this blue key level, now under the light blue key level, and it continues to trade downwards without even the sign of challenging the top of the downward channel box. So that's another perspective to look at it, besides these mini channels. So there's not much rebound force, I would say. Let's drag this over here, then maybe another LPSY on the cooking. So okay, now we have covered all these. Preliminary support, second test, our first, the possibility, I will keep it the same. So this should happen after the subsequent LPSY, so it's having the same probability as the LPSY itself. I'm trying to see whether I have missed anything for Stella. Yeah, probably not, because this is definitely a resistance line over here that's invisible, kind of. Yeah, that's where we are. So if you ask me how I determine where this line goes, let me change the color and also make it a dashed line. Basically, the wick of the buying climax, the wick of this LPSY over here, and also another wick over here. That's how I determine where this resistance line goes. So the price is currently getting nearer and nearer to this point. This cross section over here, or this junction over here, is October 9th, roughly 3 weeks from now. So when the price gets closer and closer, assuming it's still being suppressed by this resistance line, the breakout will eventually happen when we get closer to early October. So this, I'll keep it right here. So when we come back in the next session, we'll be able to see whether the breakout has already happened. There's still time, but as always, the price can break out earlier. So big picture covered. Upside still at the lower hand. The downside is still getting an upper hand. So if you're still trying to get in and catch the wave, the risk is basically getting higher. Whether you think it's going to go down and set a put order, or it's going to go up and you set a buy order, always remember your stop loss. That's all for Stella for now. See you